just gonna go.
Hydrate the last 3 days. You know, my mind, I'm like, okay, video, I'm like, yeah, that's all.
They were all.
Yeah, that's where.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, they were.
You got 5 minutes, you can take all 5 if you want. Yep, we let them take all 5 if you want.
Sure, how you doing? Good. What are you here for? You just ready to go? I'm
I work for a railroad company. But I think they just are accounting stuff. It's called the Firm. Our main office is over outside of. Manufacturer railroad office there.
Yeah.
We have
Pretty good.
8 different states that keep busy. That's owned by. Well, I mean, it's okay. So, right. Yep. It's stamped and tells you where everything is. Yeah, so they use to store stuff.
Sitting out for roasting all day.
Yeah, so they're supposed to maintain it.
I didn't get sprayed once.
Not once.
We'll see. I don't know. I do with it, but right now.
We had some art fans at the pavilion, and after the rain, it came out a little bit.
Oh, well. We're gonna see Gary and Lou show next week. They're gonna. No, her sister's retired. So they're gonna go there, spend 2 weeks with them, and we're gonna overlap a week. How's he doing? Gary? Yeah. He's fine. Yeah, no, they live, winter in Florida and they have a place in Fishers. But they're trying to move up to a place in the northwest of Indianapolis, where Don Murdoch is. Gary, the guy who had the, down in United States. Well, no, it was, what do you call them? Jewish muffin. Bagels, yeah. Yeah, bagels, yeah, there we go. See what happens when you get this?
I know, you do. Still trying, if I don't write stuff down.
And then you lay the note down so someone can't find it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's see.
Give them hell.
Call the July 6, 2026 meeting to order. If you're able to, please stand, remove your hat for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to recognize our city treasurer, Mr. Hersey's here with us tonight. Good to see you, sir.
Mayor Mansell, I just want to say something that I attended fireworks last Friday. It was spectacular. And you and the city council and public works and anybody who had a finger in it, it just came off beautifully, I thought. So in a time when everybody's quick to condemn and slow to praise, I just wanted you to know that. I thought they were great. So
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
you're welcome.
It was packed, too.
It was crowded all along 50 and around the park, so.
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay, Mr. Mauser, roll call, please.
Rosenberg.
Present.
Mallard.
Here.
Latz.
Here.
Stoffel.
Here.
Carney.
Here.
Floney.
Here.
Roach.
Here.
Newcomb.
Here.
Hudson.
Here.
Blackburn.
Here.
Vorse.
Here.
Campbell.
Here.
Parchman. Nuke. Ford.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to agenda item 1.4, approval of the minutes from June 15th, 2026. You should have, thank you.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second from Mr. Mylert. Do we have any discussion on 1.4? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries. We do have moving on to 2.1, we have a public hearing tonight. It is regarding the annexation agreement with John Misey of Misey Brothers Construction for approximately plus or minus 40.02 acres located at Windsor Creek with connections to Merriam Parkway and Brad Street Drive. So let the record reflect that we're calling the public hearing to order on July 6, 2026 at 6:02 p.m. I will now open the public hearing for comments. Please come forward one at a time, state your name and address for the record, and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Is there anyone wishing to make public comments? Is there anyone wishing to make public comments?
Good evening. This is Drake, 204 Weber Road.
Okay. Is this regarding the public hearing, or are you, the public comments for this are just about the public hearing? Is that what you're here to speak to? Are you just wanting to make general public comments, which will be coming up?
Just general public comments.
Okay, that'll be coming up here at, in actually section 4. So if you have a seat and we'll get back into the hearing.
My apologies.
No worries. Is there anyone wishing to make public comments for or against this resolution, or this hearing? Is there anyone wishing to make comments for or against this hearing? Seeing no further speakers, the public comment portion of this hearing is closed. Council, are there any questions that you have for staff? Seeing none, I declare this public hearing closed at 6:03 p.m. We do not have any city presentations tonight, so we will now move on to 4.1, public comments. This portion of the city council meeting is reserved for any member of the public wishing to address council. All remarks should be made to the council as a whole, not to individual members or the audience. The Illinois Open Meetings Act 5 ILCS 120/1 mandates no action shall be taken on matters not listed on this agenda, but council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the matter to a committee. Please provide the city clerk with your name, speak into the microphone, limit the presentation to 5 minutes, and avoid repetitious comments. Thank you. Okay, sir.
Okay. Drake O'Leary, 204 Weber Road. Good to be home. This is going to be my first city council meeting in O'Fallon making these kinds of comments. I'm a little bit more used to what we were doing down in Rolla. We're not going to get into some of the circus it was a couple years ago, but things are better now. We'll just leave it at that. Anyways, I wanted to bring up that at the O'Fallon Community Park, there seems to be a walk sign for near Hillgard where you can just, there's a crosswalk over at near the Knights of Columbus Hall, but there doesn't seem to be one at the White Hall Drive or Parkview. The name seems to change on the Maps app depending on what that looks like. Notably, beyond just the residential areas, on the other side of the street from the community park, there's Ace Hardware and most notably Dairy Queen, Starbucks, and other such businesses that would be popular with children or people who don't have access to driver's licenses or vehicles. So my thought process is, why don't we have a crosswalk over there to essentially make traveling across East Highway 50 a little bit safer? It's already one of the fastest parts of town in terms of speed limits. So just having another walk sign near where people are going to be more likely to use it, because it's closer to the McDonald's, the Dairy Queen, the library, various other businesses, as opposed to Knights of Columbus Hall, which gets used on special occasions. So I just wanted to get the ball rolling on that. So if we could get a crosswalk from to Whitehall across East Highway 50 from Parkview, that would increase pedestrian safety by quite a bit. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Would anyone else like to make public comments at this time?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, council members. My name is Mike Cook. My wife Susan and I live in Ward 4 at 907 Southview Drive, 4 houses off of Route 50 in the west side of Southview Drive behind the Knights of Columbus Hall, where we have lived for over 34 years. Up until the last 2 years, we have had no problems with the parking or the absence of it along our stretch of Southview Drive. But in the last couple of years, on days when high school is in session, the east side of Southview Drive from Susan Court up to the stop sign at the intersection of Route 50 has become a parking lot. On most school days, the number of cars parked along that stretch average about 10 a day, and sometimes as many as 13 cars, parked there from early in the morning until about 3 in the afternoon. Now, I contacted my 2 aldermen, Mr. Roach and Mr. Newcomb, about this concern a few months ago. I also texted both of them some pictures I had recently taken of the Southview Drive parking lot. More recently, I spoke with Mr. Litigan, and through the Public Works Department, I also shared some of those same pictures with him. From my conversation with Mr. Litigan, it is my understanding that, number one, the high school has no control over that stretch of public property. And 2, in order for the city to restrict parking on school days on that stretch of Southview Drive, the city council would have to approve an ordinance establishing such a restriction. Mr. Litigan also referred me to Chapter 78, Schedule 1 of the city's Code of Ordinances. I recently searched that portion of Chapter 78, and I located a number of ordinances that have been in place for many years, covering stretches of Hillgard, Augusta, 4th Street, 5th Street, 6th Street, and 7th Street, as well as Jamestown, restricting parking from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on days when school is in session. Those ordinances begin with the statement, quote, "Whereas the city has determined it is in the best interest of residents that we prohibit parking in those areas on those days and times." And the city has installed numerous no parking 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on school days signs on all of those streets. Please know that the best interests of the residents of Southview Gardens are no different. Therefore, before high school resumes in late August, my neighbors, my wife, and I respectfully request this council to have prepared a proposed ordinance to be read, acted on, and approved that would provide the same limited restrictions that are in place for those other aforementioned streets, i.e. no parking along the east side of Southview Drive from Susan Court to US Highway 50 from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on school days. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Would anyone else like to make public comments at this time?
Vern Moyer, Ward 3. As usual, you know, I'm going to talk about your budget and about your bills you're paying tonight and the amount of money you're spending each 2 weeks. It comes out to a little over $2 million sometimes. Tonight it's going to be $2,470,000 and change. These items may have been budgeted and may not, or whatever. Of course, I'll get flack for it at the end of the meeting, so here we go. You had Ballard King Associates spend another $15,000 for a feasibility study for a field house. Well, you know you're going to build it, so why do you need a feasibility study? Butler Supply, the Public Works Department, spent $6,435 and change on electrical items. Byron and Jones, $604,550 for your new turf out at the park. The Public Works Department purchased, I'm trying to determine how to pronounce the word, whatever, P-H-E-A-S-T-O-R-N-L, I'm sorry. In 2 days, you purchased the same item twice, 2,290 pounds of whatever this is, but you didn't get the same price for it both times. You paid $288.67 more 2 days later on a $10,000 bill. I don't understand why you don't get a fair market value price when you're buying stuff. You're going to buy it 1 day, 2 days later you buy the same product, you're going to charge it that much more. Now your Commerce Bank account, you spent $23,378.75 on traveling, marketing, and food. Under the traveling, I noticed that the clerk, the finance, public works, and the fire department were traveling, but there was no names associated with the expenses for those travels. I know when the aldermen travel, when they turn their tickets in to go to this MRFA thing up in Chicago, there says their name and how much they spent for the trip. On these, it just gives you a grand total and doesn't say who the person was that was traveling. Just a note for you. Dave Smith Trucking, you had some repairs on your fire department equipment for $10,645.85. $217,139 and change the IT department bought at Dell, and I have no idea what the stuff is that you bought, but I guess you know how to use it. EJ equipment, public works equipment needed to be repaired for $6,700 change. Your lawyer of record received $4,200 for things that need to be done for the city. Your Green Pro people, keep things green, $6,110. Horner and Schiffin, payments were made for 2, 3, and 4 on Greenmount for $62,606. And I don't know what that was for. Maybe you can explain why we're still paying for Greenmount on payments on that. Is it? I thought it had been completed for years. $17,000 was paid for the maid service to keep the buildings clean around here. And I know you're buying water meters up, beat the band. Another portion was bought for $462,465. a notation on District 90 schools. You cut them a check for $12,013 for usage for 2 schools. I thought you might have a little bit better agreement with the schools and maybe each one work hand in hand, like the library work hand in hand with the city to put a field house and a library together, you know? There's a thought for you. O'Leary parts to keep things running around town was $4,170 and change. I'm getting caught by the clock, so I'll remain in the second portion. Thank you much.
Thank you for your comments. Would anyone else like to make public comments at this time? Seeing none, we will close public comments and move on to agenda item 5, clerk's report.
Mayor, thank you. I have no report tonight.
Thank you. Moving on to agenda item 6, the mayor's report. 6.1 Downtown District Nights will be Thursday night, July 9th, 2026, from 5 to 9 p.m. We did, as it was mentioned, we had our 250th celebration. There was a lot of work, a lot of planning involved in that, and we, over the next couple of weeks, will be reviewing things that went well, things that might be able to be done differently. A lot was unique to the 250th anniversary. So a lot of people, including our leadership team members, council members, were very active, as well as community members, very active in helping us coordinate and pull off this event. So it's a council meeting in the future, we will be doing more of a formal recognition of those that really stepped up and helped make it a real special day, from the parade all the way to the fireworks. So that is all I have, so we will move on to agenda item 7 with our resolutions. And agenda item 7.1, Mr. Rosenberg, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Central School District 104 for the use of right-of-way along Hartman Lane for the installation of a fence.
Second?
We have a motion, we have a second from Mr. Campbell. Do we have any discussion or comments on 7.1? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Mylard.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney. Yes. Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Thank you, motion carries. So we'll move on to 7.2. Mr. Rosenberg, please.
Thank you again. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the city clerk to execute an IDOT form approving the use of motor fuel tax funds in the amount of $93,590.79 for the North Seven Hills Road resurfacing project.
Second.
Carney.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second from Councilmember Carney. Do we have any comments or discussions on 7.2? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mallard.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, motion carries. Moving on to 7.3. Again, Mr. Rosenberg, please.
Thank you again. I'd like to make a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute an IDOT engineering services agreement with Oates Associates, Inc. for the Hartman Lane patching project and for the use of motor fuel tax funds in the amount of $48,408.
Second. Vorse.
Campbell.
Okay, we have a second. Was Mr. Councilmember Vorse?
Vorse. Campbell. Vorse. Campbell.
Okay. We have a motion, we have a second. Do we have any comments or discussion on 7.3? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylard.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carries. Moving on to 7.4. Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that we consider a resolution approving and accepting the minor subdivision of 115 Orchard Street, known as Adcock Estates.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second from Councilmember Foney. Do we have any comments or discussions on 7.4? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Newcomb,
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn,
Yes.
Vorse,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mallard,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, motion carries. Moving on to agenda item 7.5, Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that we approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign a pre-annexation agreement with Mize Brothers Construction for approximately 40.2 acres located at the existing Windsor Creek subdivision, O'Fallon, Illinois, more specifically parcel ID ending in 100-001.
Second.
We have a motion and a second from Councilmember Rosenberg. Do we have any discussion or comments on 7.5? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Newcomb,
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mallard,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Those are all the resolutions we have for tonight, so we'll move on to agenda item 8, ordinance's first reading. Ordinance 8.1, Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to consider on first reading a mixed-use development for Central Park Phase 2.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second from Councilmember Rosenberg.
Rosenberg,
Do we have any comments or discussions on 8.1? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Roach,
Yes.
Newcomb,
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mallard,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to agenda item 8.2, Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thank you. I move that we approve an ordinance amending chapters 30, 31, and 32 of the O'Fallon City Code of Ordinances.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second from Councilmember Rosenberg. Do we have any comments or discussion on 8.2? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Newcomb,
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mallard,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to 8.3, Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thank you. I move that we consider on first reading a residential subdivision for Windsor Creek Phase 6.
Second, Vorse.
We have a motion and a second from Councilmember Vorse. Do we have any discussion or comments on 8.3? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Hudson,
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mallard,
Yes.
Lotz,
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to agenda item 8.4, Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thank you. I move that we consider on first reading a single-family residence dwelling district at 115 Orchard Street.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second from Councilmember Foney. Do we have any discussion or comments on 8.4? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Affirmative.
Mallard,
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel,
Yes.
Carney,
Yes.
Foney,
Yes.
Roach,
Yes.
Newcomb,
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to 8.5, Mrs. Lotz, please.
Thank you. I move that we consider on first reading an ordinance amending Title 11. It's in Roman numerals. As written, Chapter 110, Business Registrations.
Second, Vorse.
Okay, we have a motion, and we have a second from Mr. Councilmember Vorse.
What is that?
Any comments or discussion on 8.5? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative?
Mallard.
Yes.
Platts.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to 8.6. Mrs. Latz, please.
Thank you. I move that we consider on first reading an ordinance amending the O'Fallon future land use map for 1.01 acres located at 115 Orchard Street.
Second, Campbell.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any discussion or comments on 8.6? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative?
Mallard.
Yes.
Platts.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion carries. Moving on to 8.7. Mrs. Latz, please.
Thank you. I move that we consider on first reading an ordinance annexing certain territory containing approximately 40.02 acres at the existing Winter Creek subdivision, O'Fallon, Illinois.
Seconded, Blackburn.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. Do we have any comments or discussion on 8.7? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative?
Mallard.
Yes.
Latz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. We do not have any other ordinances for first reading, so we will move on to agenda item number 9, ordinance's second reading. Ordinance 9.1, Mr. Blackburn, please.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll make a motion to approve on second reading the ordinance amending Code of Ordinances, Chapter 78, Schedule 1, no parking zones.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second from Mr. Hudson.
Hudson. Okay.
Do we have any comments or discussions on 9.1? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative?
Mallard.
Yes.
Latz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carries. We do not have any other ordinances for second reading, so we will move on to agenda item 10, additional comments. I'm not going to reread the instructions that I read before the first set of public comments, but they still apply. Would anyone like to speak at this time?
Vern Miller, Ward 3, in concern continuation on with your warrant report. Your IT department purchased 12 professional graph boards, or 15 for $5,700 and some odd dollars, and then a Perfect Mind Incorporated, which I cannot figure out how you spelled the word or pronounced the word, for $23,000 for the Parks Department. It starts with a, maybe you can help me figure out how to pronounce the word. XPLORETechnologies.
Explore Technologies.
Ooh, thank you very much. Maybe we'll get an idea in an explanation from comments from the city for what we paid the $23,000 for that. I also noticed that the SWIC question was, is the amount of money that we paid SWIC for the police academy. I was wondering, is that per officer for the training. Just a question. We'll find out later. And I also noticed you paid your taxes, half of it, on the properties that you had to pay taxes on. We also, from Weber Granite City, spent $48,297.54, but the biggest portion of that was not for repairs, but was to purchase a new 2020 F-150, I believe it's a pickup truck for that kind. Anyway, you had also put a deposit down on some more columbariums for out at the cemetery for the people out there. My other comments in regard deal with continuously, when are you going to stripe the streets in town, because it's difficult to see sometimes. And of course, reminder of the Troy Scott situation that statistically will cause a problem here eventually if you don't do something about it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Would anyone else like to make public comments at this time? Okay, go ahead, sir.
I'd just like to add a couple of comments briefly. My concern about the parking on Southview Drive, I mean to cast no aspersions or disrespect to those young men and women that park there. They're very polite, they're careful in their parking, and my concern is for their safety and the safety of their vehicles. It's only a matter of time, I'm afraid, before there's an accident up at the intersection of Route 50, because if you have driven in and out of Southview Drive onto Route 50, you know that a lot of folks coming in and out of there, don't really slow down too much. Southview Drive, in my opinion, is one of the most heavily traveled residential streets in the city. And the traffic has picked up over the last few years in volume and speed. And I just don't want to see any of those kids get hurt or their vehicle sideswiped because of the careless driving that's going up and down Southview Drive. So just wanted to make that clear, and I really would call on the council to take action to make that a no parking strip, hopefully before school starts. Have the same no parking on school days from 7 to 4, the same signs that are on Southview or on Hillgard, on Augusta, on 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th Street in Jamestown. So I think that could be done. I'm going to call on the council to move quickly on it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Does anyone else want to make public comments at this time? Okay, seeing none, we will close the additional comments, move on to agenda item 11, which is staff and council member comments. As always, we'll start with our city administrator, Mr. Grant Lidikin.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A few comments tonight, or answers hopefully. Stretch of Highway 50 all the way from the Recflex Drive to Greenmount or even Bonita was studied in the Forward 50 master plan, and additional pedestrian crossings in that area by Community Park were identified. One such included a pedestrian refuge that would allow pedestrians to get halfway across the road and have a safe spot in case there is an influx of traffic. Highway 50 is a state route, and so any approval would have to go through them, but we are currently studying all of those connections along with bike trails as well, connecting Community Park and hopefully connecting with the St. Clair County Transit District going down into Shiloh and throughout the rest of the county. We have spoken a number of times about parking around the schools. We just opened, I believe, 100 new spots at Community Park. Andrew's working on the parking passes right now. We had a lengthy discussion about that at a recent committee meeting and council meeting. There are a number of streets that are restricted to parking around the high school. We have found over the years that that does not eliminate the desire or the need for students to park around the area. They just simply park the next road over. But again, we watch that, and anytime we do get a phone call about cars, a public safety officer does go out and look, make sure it's not a public safety hazard, make sure our vehicles can get through. A number of items about the warrant. All of such were budgeted or in large spend categories approved by the council. If you're You don't have to wait until Monday night to be read the list of our expenditures. We do send it out with the warrant when we post the agenda every Thursday. But a few of them, Ballard King does a lot of our feasibility studies for our sports facilities. The feasibility study, hopefully we'll have some good discussions in the upcoming months about those. Vernon Jones is our turf installer. We just completed fields 9 and 10, and field 2, our championship field at the sports park. In fact, I believe Swivel is playing tonight in their playoff games, so I'm watching my son's game as we speak. Butler Supply is where we get all of our toilet paper, toiletries, and stuff of that nature. Our commerce cards, there are a restricted number of employees that hold commerce cards. Normally they are department heads. We also use ramp service for out-of-town travel. All travel and training is approved by the department heads, Sandy and myself. All receipts are itemized, and we do have restrictions. In our recent personnel handbook update, we did clarify some more language about that the council reviewed. So if anybody's interested or has questions about those training and travels, please come ask me or Sandy. We're happy to provide those itemized receipts for all of you. And department heads do not approve their own. Those usually go through me. All the Dell purchases are our IT to our computers. There's a significant price increase we've just experienced over the last few months, in excess of some of them up to 70%. I apologize, we did have a list tonight. Horton Schifrin is the engineer working on the Green Mountain Highway 50 road work. We did apply for grants to do an additional through lane at that busy intersection. We pay District 90 for the usage of their facilities since they have to keep them clean. We don't have as much indoor facilities as we need for our parks usage, so we do pay them for that. We do pay SWIC for our police academies. I have not looked at the exact number provided in the warrant to give you the answer if it's one or a couple of our police officers, but we do have 2 in there right now, so I assume that cost that we're talking about tonight was for 2 of them. And last but not least, Weber Chevrolet was a replacement F-150, again on the large spend item. So with that, Mr. Mayor, there was one question about a chemical purchase at our wastewater treatment sludge lagoon. There was a surcharge on it for some hazardous chemical handling, and so that's why there's a difference in those 2 amounts. I'm not familiar with the exploration, so I will turn that over to Andrew or Sandy to answer that question.
Okay, thank you. Andrew.
Thank you. Yes, Perfect Mind is the parent company for Explorer Technologies. That is our recreation software that we use to manage the department. We take online registrations for programming. We do our rentals, applications and rentals through that. It's basically everything we do in the parks department is centered around Explorer Technology. So it's how we operate, and it's our yearly fee for that.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody else on the leadership team have any comments they would like to make?
The one thing that Grant didn't go over is Paragon. That was the graphic board. It's for our dispatch, so it's an IT-related purchase for $5,700, so it was needed for our dispatch department.
Thank you. Moving on to the council, do you have any comments that you would like to make this evening? Okay, seeing none, we will close and move on to our reports. We'll start with agenda item 12, the community development report. Ms. Lotz, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our committee last met on June 22nd. The draft minutes are attached. There is an error in those, so that'll be corrected for when we pass it, when we meet again, which will be next Monday. We generally meet at 6 p.m., but checks the website in case that time changes. Everything else that needed action by the council was handled earlier in the meeting.
Okay, thank you. Moving on, agenda item 13 would be Public Works report. Mr. Rosenberg, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Pardon me, our draft minutes are attached from the 22nd of June meeting. We have handled all the things that needed to be taken care of. Our next scheduled meeting is 20 July at 7 p.m., but check the website in case the times change.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to agenda item 14, Public Safety. Mr. Blackburn.
Thank you, Mayor. We have not met since the last council meeting. Our next meeting is July 13th, 6:30 p.m. Check the website in case we cancel.
Very good, thank you. Moving on to agenda item 15, Parks and Environment. Mr. Vorse, please.
We have not met since our last council meeting, so our next scheduled meeting is July 13th. Check the website for details.
Thank you. Moving on to agenda item 16, Mr. Campbell, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our draft minutes are attached for our last meeting, which was June 22nd. We have one additional item for council action this evening, which is item 16.2, the warrant approval. I would make a motion to approve warrant number 586 in the amount of $2,470,628.80.
Seconded, Blackburn.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. Any discussion or comments on 16.2? Okay, roll call, please.
Mylard.
Yes.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Horse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Okay, we're moving on to agenda item 17, executive session. We will be going into executive session tonight for personnel issues, and we will not be taking any votes when we return. Anyone that is watching on Zoom, we will be closing down that link, and we will not be reestablishing it when we return back to open session. So at this time, can I get a motion to go into executive session?
Make a motion.
Second.
We have a motion from Mr. Carney and a second from Ms. Foney.
Ms. Foney.
Roll call, please.
Lotz.
Yes.
Stoffel.
Yes.
Carney.
Yes.
Foney.
Yes.
Roach.
Yes.
Newcomb.
Yes.
Hudson.
Yes.
Blackburn.
Yes.
Vorse.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Rosenberg.
Affirmative.
Mylard.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries. At this time, I would request that all non-elected officials and leadership team members please clear the chambers.